Alright, this is going to be my recording on the OSI model of the course. So, entry level. What is the OSI model? Gives you this little diagram right here, gives you all the steps that you go through that brings a website together. What does OSI stand for? Open Systems Interconnection. So, the Open Systems Interconnection model. So it has 7 layers, and encapsulation is what happens whenever information gets added to data. Physical is the first layer. Ethernet cord, as you can see, it's the physical cord being connected to the terminal or computer. Gives you a little brief summary there. Data link explains what's going on. What do you call it? So, the IP address, it receives the packets from network layer, including the IP address for the remote computer, and adds in the physical MAC address of the receiving endpoint. Inside every NOTE-enabled computer is a network interface card, which comes with a unique MAC address to identify it. So, identity. It gives the computer its identity while being on the web. Network interconnectivity. Computer A to computer B has all these different points that they hit before they reach each other, because, as I'm sure you know, information is not instant. There's always going to be a little bit of a buffer, especially whenever we're relying on things like cables to transmit data. So it just gives a brief summary of exactly that. Port. This is going to be explaining the transportation of data. So the different methods of transportation, TCP and UDP. So the TCP is going to be more accurate, but it's going to be slower. And if one tiny chunk of data is not received, then the entire packet basically is not received, which will make it slower because it has to then backtrack and transmit that data. While UDP is going to be much faster, but you're going to see that some inconsistency is there. It's not going to be fully authentic, or it might be inaccurate based on or comparably to the TCP. Session. So whenever a connection is successfully established, that is considered a session. And for some applications, like a video game, for example, there's a timer that goes off, or not a timer, stopwatch, that time or puts a stopwatch on the actual application running. So it's just time wise, really. Presentation. This is going to be the HTTPS. So at the top, for every website, it's going to have a HTTPS. So that's just the actual website like I'm using right now, the actual visual representation. And a part of the OSI model is the application. So it's going to really incorporate GUI, which is the graphical user interface. It's going to be the themes of the website and how it looks. It also includes other protocols like DNS, or domain name system, which is how the website addresses are translated to an IP address. This little game, and then That's that. All right. Thank you.